welcome to this video about what's in my bag for this year. This year I'll be using TaylorMade clubs, and I'm going to take you through the bag. So first of all, the irons. So this year I've got the P760 irons. So they're quite a traditional looking shape. However, in the longer irons they have the speed foam insert, so just help you with that little bit more ball speed. So that's from the 7 iron up to the 3 iron, and then they're more traditional blades in the short irons. I went for old-fashioned lofts, so some of these are 3 degrees more lofted than they would come as standard from the factory, but I wanted to make sure I had even 4-degree gaps right through the set, and TaylorMade were great, and they did that all for me down at Basingstoke where they're assembled. So I've got 3 pitching wedge, 3 iron is at 20 degrees, the pitching wedge is at 48. After that I've got a 52, 56 and 60 in the milled grind. I've got the standard bounce on all of them. Normally I would have a 60 degree with low bounce, however the 60 degree only has 10 degrees on it as standard, and when you sit it down on the sort of the carpet in the pro shop, the bounce really doesn't feel like it's in play, so I've gone for that one at the moment, and these are in the satin finish. All the irons have the Nippon Modus 105 shaft. It's a great shaft, very stable, and if you're swinging that 7 iron sort of in the 80 mile an hour range, it gives really good results. I used to play with the Tour 120, so slightly stiffer golf shaft, with not playing as much golf. Now I've opted for the 105. It just gives me a slightly higher ball flight and a little bit more feel. I had the wedges back cut, and TaylorMade did all of this for me as a custom order. So I've actually got a 7 iron shaft in my 60, an 8 iron shaft in my 56, and a 9 iron shaft in my 52, and this just helps soften the shafts up a little bit. So obviously in the more lofted wedges, we're not hitting them with as much speed, so we just want them a little bit more flex in there. So that's the iron, so 3 to pitching wedge, and then the milled grind, 3 wedges of those. 3 wood, I've got the titanium Sim 3 wood. So it's an amazing piece of technology. Very heavy 80 gram weight in the bottom here, and this moves to the center of mass, back and down. So this is a very easy 3 wood to hit with a very fast face. So a phenomenal club, and you can't believe how the technology has changed from 3 wood that this replaces for me. So this is the 15 degree 3 wood, and I have it set, because the ball speed is that fast, I actually have it set almost 2 degrees more lofted, so it's almost at 17 degrees. I've got the Diamana 60 gram limited shaft in here. As standard, this one has the 75, but again, because I wanted to flight that golf ball, rather than having my fairway wood, instead of having it as a mini driver, I wanted it to act as a genuine fairway wood. So I've gone for the 60 gram shaft in there, and I also cut about ½ an inch off the end of its standard length, and I found that with the light shaft, that balanced out really nice. So this is going to be a favourite club of mine for this year. In terms of the driver, I've got the Sim Max. This is the 9 degree head. I had no intentions of ever playing this at 9 degrees, but because I knew I was going to have to loft up the 3 wood because the ball speed's that quick, I went for the 9 degree and have it set higher on the collar, so that the face is orientated in the same way as the fairway wood, because you want that continuity through the set. Same shaft, Diamana 60 gram, stiff flex, and again a really forgiving golf club. So Sim have got the technology in terms of, they've gone with the aerodynamics this year. So we've got the weight at the back is off-centered, and you also have very smooth carbon fiber here and dimpled here to help the airflow over the golf club. So this one for me, I swung it personally around 4 miles an hour quicker than my previous driver, because I knew that these collars weren't going to be in straight. They sent them through on grit, so that we could just put the shaft in the right orientation, and then I could pop the grips on, and I go for the aligned grips. So it's important that they're straight, otherwise you're going to get into all sorts of trouble. So that's the driver, fantastic, really like that. In terms of the putter, I've gone with the Truss putter. So this is the Truss TB1 at 35 inches. So the Truss, which is this part of the putter here, has caused quite a lot of fuss with its launch. A lot of people saying that it's ridiculous, the concept doesn't work. People with data on how the ball rolls are showing that this is more stable. So it's not as stable as a mallet putter, so like the Spider, but if you're looking for a traditional putter but want a little bit more stability, then these are working great. So the TB1, because I like the look of a more traditional putter, and then it's got this lovely lambkin grip for TaylorMade on. We sell these in the shop now, and I think that is just a wonderful grip. So I haven't really used this too much out on the course. I get good results on Sam Putt Lab, so looking forward to taking that on the course soon. In terms of what else I've got in here, I've got my 3 alignment sticks. That's obviously for the short game grid. If you haven't watched the Mike Turner projects, get involved in that. So 3 alignment sticks, they're crucial. This year I'm playing with the TP5. Fantastic golf ball, feels absolutely great off the club, and it's relatively durable. So very much enjoy using those. And I'm a little bit old school, so I just have the single black line. So obviously they do the PIX ball, which is to help you line it up, but I'm, like I say, I'm old school, so single black line on all my golf balls. Gloves, I use the TaylorMade TP, great gloves. So I used this last year, even though when I was with a different manufacturer, but really good glove. I think they come up just a little bit larger than the majority of the gloves, but to me they feel great on your hands, and they're quite durable. Some of the other premium gloves, they feel great, but sort of after a round they're all scuffed and they don't look in great shape. So I think that's a great combination of durability and feel, and then they're good in the wet as well, which is obviously crucial around these parts. So that's gloves and balls. What else have we got? So Bushnell, old school Bushnell. Don't really use that too much for long distances, but obviously crucial for your pitching. I tend to use for the longer distances my shot scope, so you can see all my clubs. I've got the shot scope tracker, so that's a watch system, and you get your distances as well as it tracking all your data. So they're on all my clubs, and I just use the Bushnell when I'm a little bit closer to the green. What else is in here? White T-pegs. Got to have your spare Bushnell battery. 2 Karas Green pitch mark and ball markers. Got to repair your pitch marks, everybody. So that's those. In the big pocket, I've got my Karas Green flask. So anyone who has had lessons over the winter, I'm not designed for winter in this country. I am forever cold. So we've got a Karas flask, and then bobble hats and bits and pieces to try and keep me warm, keep me going. But obviously today it's a glorious day and we don't need them. So that's my golf bag. Really thrilled with it this year, and looking forward to getting out on the golf course and hitting some shots in anger.